Hi friends, hi family, it's Josh again, wanting to share all of my journey in recovery. Challenges that come up, how we face them, how we think about them, and what we do when challenges that are completely out of our control come up. What we do to cope with the feelings that come up and to move on from those feelings into a new perspective. So last video, I said that I might have skin cancer on my lip and on my face. I got the diagnosis and I do have it. I have a spot here that is cancerous and a spot up here that is precancerous. So there are treatments available. Two different options. There is creams now, because science is awesome and we're living in a time where things are progressing so quickly. There are so many more options for cancer, and I feel blessed for that I'm in that time and space where this is happening, where there's an option that is different from the more scary option, which is to cut out that piece of my lip and where it is and end up with quite a large scar and difficult healing process. So we're going to figure that out. The news was jarring, but it was not unexpected. I had anxiety at first and I paused. In recovery and especially sobriety, before we get into our feelings, get into our thoughts, we want to pause when something happens and kind of get some clarity of mind before we process. So first feelings were fear, anxiety, worry, catastrophizing, worst case scenario, everything that we do when we have a brain that, works from a fear-based state, when we are past victims of trauma throughout our lives, we've got that fight or flight switch, and so that is escalated in a situation where something happens that brings on that anxiety. And it can be really easy to not pause and to just start feeling anxious and then to have that sort of snowball into worse things. So if you got bad news recently, if you've got scary news recently, don't be afraid. It's just part of life. All of this that we experience, good, bad, ugly, in between, is just part of life, part of being alive. The fact is, as I get older, my body is going to decay. It's going to degrade. Now, how fast it does and how bad it does has a lot to do with my mental standpoint and my perspective and energetically where I am. What am I focused on? Am I focused on that I'm a victim of cancer and who knows what could happen and I might die or lose a part of my face? Do I focus on that? Or do I acknowledge that it's valid to feel afraid, to have those worries, and to let them go to my higher power, to let them go to the universe, to let them go to the source of all things, to let them go, all of the fears, all of the worries. Feel them, allow them to be within your body and within your mind, but don't stay there. Get the fuck out of there as soon as you can. And the way I did it was by reaching out. I've learned in sobriety that connection and friendship and support and encouragement and having positive energy from other people reminds me who I am, a divine being of light, who is experiencing a physical body that is not perfect and degrades and decays in time, as all things do. And so I reached out and said how I was feeling. But before I reached out and just put a Facebook post up where I'm scared and worried and concerned and what's going to happen next and all of that, I paused and I got some perspective first. And my perspective was, I'm powerless over this. There are powers greater than myself in my life that can take care of this. I am an energetic being, and if I stay in positive energy and stay in positive thought, my immune system is going to work better. So I'll be able to fight off whatever's going on a lot easier with a positive mental outlook. If I sink into that fear and don't get that perspective, and I share that fear with the world, I'm going to get that back. And so first, before reaching out and sharing, I got perspective. And my perspective is that I'm also a resilient and strong person who's been through a lot worse than this. And even though cancer kills, we caught it early, and this isn't going to kill me. As cliche as it sounds, it's only making me stronger. It's only making me stronger. Because today was a victory. I got bad and scary news. And instead of sinking into self-despair and self-pity and worry and anxiety, I used my tools. I paused. I let myself feel my feelings because they are valid. And then I let it go to the universe to take care of it. And then I reached out to express myself, and then I reached out directly to people that are in the program of sobriety and recovery so that I could also get some cheerleading, some confirmation that I'm doing the right thing and I'm on the right path and I'm gonna be okay. And I am. I'm gonna be okay. Whether or not I'm missing a piece of my mouth the next time that you see me, or if it's just creams that we need, we'll see. That's not up to me. And I'm glad it's not. I'm glad these things are out of my control. It feels good, it feels liberating to have challenges that are so big that all you can do is give up and surrender. All you can do is have trust and faith that you'll get through this. So whatever you're going through, you'll get through this. But my suggestion is to do what I did. Let yourself feel your feelings, get the fuck out of them, express yourself, find support if you need it, and let it go. Let it go to your higher self, to your higher power, whatever that may be. And surrender to the process of healing and recovery, always, no matter what the situation is. I thank you for listening and being part of my journey. I hope this helps somebody. Please like and subscribe and share. We're going to have meditation videos coming up. And who knows what this channel will turn into. Who knows as I grow what this channel will grow into. But I have some ideas, and it's going to be fun. And I'd like you along for the ride. Stay bright and shining, my friends. Until next time.